First, I wanted to ask you, in reaction to the president's speech.
Well, I thought it was an excellent speech. I think it showed his conviction to accomplish the objective of comprehensive immigration reform. It's shameful that we have not brought to the floor a bill that, in my view, has a majority of votes for it. The bill that came over from the Senate, or the bill that House Democrats have introduced, which is a bipartisan bill, in that we took the Republican border security bill that was passed out of committee in the House and the Senate bill, which has been passed on a bipartisan fashion. We need to deal with a system that everybody agrees is broken. It's the right thing to do from a legal standpoint. It's the right thing to do from a moral standpoint.
And as the president said, it's the right thing to do, but why do you think he delayed the decision for further executive action until after the midterm election?
Well, I think he's considering very carefully what he can do legally, but he made it very clear that he can only do so much. He's constrained. What the Congress needs to do, what it has the responsibility to do, is put the bill on the floor. And if they don't like the bill, vote against it. But it is inconsistent with, frankly, Speaker Boehner's pledge for an open and transparent House that does the people's will. The only way you know what the people's will is by having their representatives vote. We haven't done that. We need to do it. It's the right thing to do.
Now, the country's already seen an influx of young adults, children at the border. Do you think passing a comprehensive immigration reform bill, once that message gets out in Latin America, do you see, in particular Mexico, do you see it even getting worse in terms of a crisis at the border?
Well, I don't think we have a crisis at the border in that we had a lot of young people show up, but it wasn't a security breach. They showed up, they said, here we are. They didn't sneak into the country. But having said that, obviously, we have to have controlled borders. There are literally probably 1 billion people in the world who would like to come to the United States because it is a land of opportunity. It is a land of justice and fairness and inclusion. We don't always represent that, but it is that land, and people think it is. So we need to have controlled borders. Anybody you talk to understands that we have to have border security. But we also have a system that works. In my view, if we have a system that works, then people will know that there's a system they can apply to and do it in a legal, controlled way to come to the country, to be reunited with families, and, in my view, have a path to citizenship. Certainly, however, those people who are here, who are working hard, who are paying taxes, who are making a difference in America, we ought to have a system whereby they can be fully included in our society.